What is happening, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy Breakdown. Was like being week 12 NFL slate. The season's coming and going. I mean, man, it's almost Thanksgiving, it's almost Christmas, and then we have a new year, 2025. But yeah, before we begin, hit like a minute for me. Definitely subscribe. You'll know how much that helps me out a ton. It's free, takes 1 second of your time. I don't ask for much, but I do ask for likes. I mean, it takes 1 second. So just please click it. You know how it goes. But yeah, we're breaking down the slate. It's week 12. We have a good slate on our hands. We have some injuries to go over. We have some new quarterback situations to go over. Um, Vikings, Bears, 3.5 point favorites to the Vikings. Lions are 7.5 point favorites against the Colts. A big over and under at 50. Patriots and Dolphins, 7.5 point favorites. Tampa Bay, 6 point favorites. Sorry. Commanders are 10.5 point favorites. Chiefs are 10.5 point favorites against the Panthers. Houston Texans are favorites, of course. Denver's the favorite against the Raiders. Green Bay with no Brock Purdy are the favorites. Arizona is a 1 point favorite. And then we have a good night slate to kick us off. But yeah, big game of the week, I think, with the over-under, of course, is going to be the Lions and the Colts. We'll kind of have to focus on that one. But we're going to kick it off with quarterbacks. And then we're going to go to running backs, receivers, tight ends, defense, so on and so forth. I'm not going game by game. I'd rather go position by position. I did not get an NBA video out tonight for Saturday night because, again, the article is out though. So if y'all want to take a peek at that on the website, go ahead and go for it. But we're here to talk about some football. We're not here to talk about NBA right now. Let's start it off with Jaden Daniels at 7,000. One of my favorite options on the slate, of course. The price is, of course, well worth it. Um, it's hard to not like him, especially with his rushing ability and against this awful, poor Cowboys defense. It pains me to say that, because I am a Dallas fan, but yeah, it's not going well. Patrick Mahomes, 6'8". Would I rather go to Jaden Daniels? I kind of rather go to him at 7,000 than Patrick Mahomes. It's just this season hasn't been it for him. Of course, the wins are, but the fantasy production isn't the same. He's missing those weapons. How much are they going to Jaden Daniels? It's not like his weapons are fantastic, but still, the rushing ability is there, the playmaking is there. I like his upside against this Cowboys defense. Jordan Love is in play as well against the San Fran team. I like him a ton. I like him a ton as well at 6'7". Jared Goff is in play at 6'6". So again, focusing on over and under. Jared Goff is going to sling it. I like his upside tremendously at 6'6". CJ Stroud, on the other hand, is somebody I'm not really going to. Bo Nix is in play at 6'3". Price tag barely went up, coming off a great game. He's in play. Kyler Murray, 6'2", with his rushing ability against Seattle. Let's look at that over and under one more time. Because I feel like it's going to be 47.5. I like him. Baker Mayfield 6'1" against the Giants. He's in play as a fill-in option. I'm not really getting the same Darnold against Chicago. I'm not really getting to Tua. That's a concussion waiting to happen. Geno Smith at 5'7". Good price tag. Um, Coming off a meh performance. No TDs, but we know what he can do. Let's look at the Rams. 28 fantasy points again. I think he can do that against Arizona. Drake May, I'm not really getting to. Anthony Richardson is the mystery guy that I don't know what to do with just yet. Coming off a huge game against the Jets, but still, I just don't trust it yet. Cooper Rush, not going, certainly not at 5,000. Will Levis 4.9, no thank you. Gardner Minshew at 4.8, it's gross, disgusting. Bryce Young, no thank you at 4.6. And then we got to talk about Tommy Cutlets at 4,000. If you want to take a shot on him, I wouldn't blame you one bit. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a million maker winning lineup quarterback at all as well. It's there. If it's 4,000, it's going to make your other pieces work against the Buccaneers as well. I like that. It's hard to not like it. Let's go to running backs. CMC A5, like him a ton as well. He's going to slowly ramp up. I think he's going to get the TD here against the Green Bay Packers. Joe Mixon coming off a phenomenal game against Dallas. Again, that was kind of what we expected. Against Tennessee, I think he can do it again as well. Achan, 7.5. Getting the attempts, they're slowly ramping up. I mean, 17 attempts against Las Vegas. The receiving game hasn't really been there the past couple games, but just know that's in his field set. Jahmyr Gibbs, 7-3. He's supposed to be the pass catching back, but it's really been David Montgomery catch the passes at the backfield, which I do like David Montgomery as the bulldozer back. Kind of over Gibbs. And then looking at Jonathan Taylor, I'm not really trusting that at all. KW3, I like him at 6'9". That's a good matchup for him as well. Josh Jacobs, he's in play as a filling off. So we talked about David Montgomery. Chuba Hubbard, I'm not chasing that game at all. No, thank you. James Conner, 6'5", in a good game environment. I like him. Not really getting Aaron Jones. Pacheco, he's not playing this game. Judge Swift is questionable. If he is out, I'm not going to Roschon Johnson. No, thank you. Tyron Tracy, 18 attempts. He's looked good, and then he'll have that downfall game. It's all about the TDs, of course. With Tommy DeVito, are they going to lean on the run a little bit more? That's certainly a possibility. Tony Pollard, no thank you. Kareem Hunt's in a cupcake matchup. Give me him over Patrick Mahomes. I like him at 5'7" a ton. Rico Dowdle, running back one, quote unquote, 10 attempts. Looked terrible against Houston. Um, Looking at the Las Vegas situation, let's go peek at that really quick. It's the year 2024, and yes, we're going to be playing Amir Abdullah. He is in play at 4-3 as a salary saver with Madison and Zamir White both doubtful. So keep that in mind. Watch the news on that, but I expect them to be out. Mostert, I'm not getting to. Jordan Mason with CMC back. No, thank you. Singletary, I'd rather go to Tom and Tracy. I mean, estimate a 4-7. We're supposed to get more snaps, but again, it's disgusting. Let's go to receiver. St. Brown, Sun God. I like him over Justin Jefferson at 8-3. Again, that game environment's going to be bonkers. Nico Collins, 7-6. I mean, I really wanted that first TD on that first play really bad, but I'm not going to him. Malik Neighbors is questionable. Is he missing Daniel Jones or what's going on? It's the groin. So at 7-4, I don't really want to get to him. CeeDee Lamb, I'm not really getting to him at too much. I mean, yes, 12 targets is good to see, but it's Cooper Rush. Keep that in mind. But if that's gonna keep his ownership down, I'm gonna go to him. Tyreek Hill, we know the upside he brings to the table. I like his upside at 7-2. Mike Evans, I believe he's trying to play, but he's questionable. So watch his status. Scary Terry 6'8". I like him. With Jaden Daniels, of course. DK Metcalf is in play at 6'6". I like his upside a ton, and along with JSN. If you want to stack Geno Smith, I want to blame you one bit. Debo Samuel 6'5". No, thank you. Not with, well, I mean, we don't even know who's playing at quarterback for the 49ers yet. Josh Downs 6'2" with AR 15 back. I mean, it looked good last week. Like, can we chase it? I think we can. If you want to play him as a one-off, I don't mind it. Marvin Harrison 6'1", boomer bust. Certainly boomer bust. Jameson Williams, speaking of boomer bust, we know what's going on with him. He's going to get you 5 or he's going to get you 25. You never really know. Jaden Reed, I like him at 5'9". We know the Wildcat formation. You know what's going to happen with him with his rushing ability as well. Sutton, I mean, the Miller Maker guy. I'm not really getting to him though too much, but again, if you want to play with him with Bo Nix, I want to blame you. Ridley, I'm not getting to. I'm not really getting to Jennings with the unknown at quarterbacks. Um, DJ Moore, what's going on this season, man? Is it Caleb Williams or is it him? I think it's Caleb Williams. Um, MPJ, 5'3". I'd rather go to Josh Downs. Waddle, again, this has been a weird season for him as well. Just not really getting it done at all. Um, Not really much else I want to go to. I mean, what's happening with Dontavian Wicks, man? Let's go to tight end. Brock Bowers, 6'3", highest price option on the slate. 16 targets last week. Can he do it again against Denver? We'll see. George Kittle, 6,000 with the unknown at quarterback play. He might be the kind of the blanket of the offense. He is in play. Travis Kelce, I love Travis Kelce at 5'8". McBride's just a dude for me. There's no Jake Ferguson, so it's going to be Luke Schumacher season. What's his price tag? Yeah, 2.5. Spam forward. I mean, 5 targets last week. Is he going to see the increased taps over Schoonmaker? I mean, Schoonmaker, though, 10 targets as well. So we need to watch and see what happens with that situation. Laporta 4-3. That's cheap. That's very cheap. T. Hawkinson seeing targets. Jonnu Smith. What is going on with him? I'll let other people chase it. Um, and then other than that, again, there's just it's kind of all over the place as well. Let's see who else I have that I'm looking at. Um, Craft 39, no thank you. Zach Ertz, kind of the security blanket as well for Jane Daniels. I like that a ton. Let's go to defense. Chiefs defense, of course, is going to be chalky. Um, Again, if you want to look at the Texans, I don't mind that at 3-6 as well. We know Cooper Rush is terrible. The Commanders defense is in play at 3-5. Where are the Packers? Yeah. Against the unknown with the San Fran quarterback situation at 2-8. I like that a ton. I'm about to say who's starting for San Fran? Because I've been wrapped up with college football. Is it going to be Allen? Yeah, Brandon Allen. No, thank you. If you want to get the Packers defense, I want to blame you. This wraps up the Slate Fest though. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great Slate Fest to everybody. Have a good one.